Don't you know who you are?
Here at 154 cm, we're trying some stainless.
You are more than the choices that you've made. You are more than the sum of your past mistakes. You are more than the problems you create. You've been remade.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning up to Knives. So, third video today. This will be looking at the sporks, not the Heineken. Here is a Snow Peak spork that you might find at a place like REI, which originally this is what I picked up, made of titanium. Yeah, the camera will never get that. Anyway, it's Snow Peak. I mean, you know, that's when they're at the store. I guess it's easy to hang it. There must be some function for that, but made in Japan. Yeah, I like Japan. And you can just see. Here it is, and this is now the review is of the DJ. I have no idea why that's in his name. Urbanovsky his Survival Spork, and this is going to be a review of a spork. Okay, they're both made in titanium. Mr. Urbanovsky flames it a little bit, give it, get some flare. You see the size comparison? It's about the same. A lot bigger, of course, right here, and then of course he adds these, which I don't quite know, some kind of use in camping. Sorry, I'm ignorant on that. Someone can tell me. But that of course you can see that, and then the thickness. Let's see. This is where it really differs. You can see that. Is it worth it? Mr. Urbanovsky is saying that the amount the normal sport can hold is, you can see, can the Urbanovsky spork hold more? Let's see. Well, it can definitely hold everything that this one held, so it can hold more, but to be honest, it's a little funky because you see it's just kind of shallow, you see, so it always kind of drips out over here. The only really thing I would do is just kind of bend this whole front half a little bit more, because you can see it here the normal spork's kind of like that, and this one's actually I already bent it a little bit, but you can see. I mean, I wish it was a little deeper. It's just kind of shallow, but I mean, it works. How much soup you can get in one gulp, I don't really think is a selling point. It's not that big a deal, but it is interesting. Okay, the next thing, probably not. I don't know if this will matter to someone, but you think about multi-purpose, you know, heck, it's something that's better than nothing. I mean, if you only have one spork on you and you're outdoors, or if this is what you're using to possibly be stuck in a survival situation, who knows what, you know, this is true. The Snow Peak spork, you can see, if I try to, it can bend. See? It's not that strong. I mean, let's look. You just keep bending it. The Urbanovsky spork, let's see if I can get. I mean, you can see what. It's just much more durable. Like you could use it as like a shovel. Let's see. Here we are. Some. Oh, this is really hard. All these rocks, geez. But you can see. I mean, I guess you could do gardening with it. I don't know why, but if you suddenly were eating in your backyard or something and thought, hey, you know what? I really hate that. I'm gonna dig that up. That weed or something. I don't know what. I don't know. But the point is, you could. Kind of silly. I know this is a really weird review, right? But main thing is, I mean, you can just tell by the thickness. It's self-explanatory. The Urbanovsky spork is thicker, so it's much more resilient to any kind of bending or deforming. Okay, now the next thing would just be then this final right here. The Urbanovsky, he was saying, Mr. Urbanovsky was saying that, like, you know, if you were to pick up like how you say, something hot, and there was that little wire, the little handle you could use, that's nice. Titanium doesn't get hot too fast, so when you're eating something hot or cooking, you know, you don't feel it doesn't, like, the heat doesn't transfer that quickly to near the handle. But really the one thing I like the most, like I said, is just it's a can opener, and that's why we have the Heineken. This is probably the only real feature that matters. Let's see if I can do this though, somehow holding the camera. Okay, And you know, for minimalism, you know, having everything in one place, you know, one tool, I would say it's pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's better than having multiple utensils and etc. etc. The one last unique thing about this spork, before I miss, is that you can see this edge to it. I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's not smooth. There we go. You can see all along this edge there's like a sort of scratchiness, almost like a metal file. You know, it's not gonna like file your cheeks or something, but it is like a little bit coarse, a little bit like a very dull metal file. And I mean, all the edges are rounded off. I mean, it's not like there's no sharp edges. I mean, this corner's never made a hole in my pocket or nothing. But it does have an edge, which is kind of nice, then, because it can scrape kind of. Okay, so I went ahead and got my EC Survival fire starter. Drink some beer. Okay. Oh, it does. Well, oh, it does. Oh, that's so nice. Main thing is that kind of coarse edge can strike a fire steel. Now let's try the Snow Peak. Let's see. You're gonna have to trust me on this. I mean, I don't know. Someone questions it. I guess you could always just go buy the spork and then test at home. If it doesn't work, you're like, hey Dave, you lied. Let's see. Yeah. This one can't, because it just doesn't have a coarse edge. You can actually see it's a Snow Peak. It's just, like I said, this whole, you feel it's just smooth and very soft. And then DJ's has this like sort of scratchiness, so you can strike a fire steel. That's a nice added feature for sure. I mean, I like that. Last thing to talk about would be the price. Is the price worth it? Now, I'm gonna get flamed. I hope I don't piss off Miss Urbanovsky. But I mean, you know, it's a little pricey. But I understand. I mean, I completely understand. I mean, if you look at what he's making, I mean, you know, he's not a machine. He's not like he's not like some big company. He, you know, for getting this made and doing this is still a lot of labor. I mean, much more than, like, you know, some things we've seen. And the price, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's a deal. Now, getting someone to buy like a $40, $50 spork is challenging. I could say that as a dealer, me trying to sell these. I picked up a bunch of these now because the thing is, it's a great item. It's a great functional tool. I like it. This is, I mean, regardless of the price, I mean, it's kind of like you buy it and then you're done. You don't have to buy, you know, you don't have to keep buying it. So it's worth it to me to have this piece of gear. I mean, this is like, there's no reason for the Snow Peak. I mean, this is like the Uber Spork. I don't even need to bring can opener. Look, I got fire striker backup in case. I mean, it can dig. I mean, it's a really great item. I'm going to use it. You know, I mean, it's not like something I won't use. It's something. It's lightweight. I can carry it. You know, for camping and outdoor use. It's like kind of the one, almost the be all of sporks. He was saying you could use it to defend yourself. I'm pretty sure you could. I mean, you could. Yeah, you could. That's what he said. Okay, so I'm not saying he's a tactical spork, but I mean, you know, yeah, it's got a point on it. Should last you for a very, very long time, and you will use it, whether at home or outdoors or something, or just, you know, in the kitchen. Hey, you need a can opener. It's very functional and minimalistic at the same time. So, thank you.